This is Rob's at the Movies, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix original film, The Devil All the Time. Now, The Devil All the Time was directed by Antonio Campos, who has directed the films After School, Simon Killer, and he's also directed several episodes of The Sinner, which was on USA. The cast includes a wide variety of actors. You've got Tom Holland, you've got Robert Pattinson, you've got Bill Skarsgård, you've got Jason Clarke, Sebastian Stan, Haley Bennett. I mean, it's a jam-packed cast of really, really, really talented actors. And they're all thrust into this psychological thriller that has a lot to do with the dark side of religion. And I'm not going to go into a whole plot summary. It's actually it would be a little bit too, it would take too long to really go over the entire film. But what I'll say is that all of the characters, at one point or another, their stories intertwine, and you see the connection with each character. They're all very damaged. They've all got very dark backgrounds. There were a lot of murders that take place. It's a very, very, very dark story. So just know when you turn this film on that you're in for a very, very bleak sort of movie. Just know what you're in for. And to just get into my initial feelings of the film, I felt like for the first hour, the film just kind of dragged. And this is just my opinion, but I felt like while I was watching it, it was mainly focused on Bill Skarsgård's character, and not going to spoil anything, but what his character ends up doing, what religion makes his character do. And for some reason, it just felt like it was moving so slow. I don't know if that had to do with the script. It must have had to do with that. Because the film was beautiful to look at. From a cinematic standpoint, I'd say the cinematography was really well done in this film. It's just that it just felt so slow. And then once the hour mark hit and Tom Holland came in the picture, it just sort of came to life all of a sudden. And from that point on, you still had, maybe about an hour and a half left to the film. It really, really picked up. You really got yourself involved in the story, and I know that I didn't want to turn it off because I wanted to see what would happen next. But at the same time, I still felt like the script needed work, and that it was very muddled a lot of the time. But I guess what it comes down to with this specific film is that the performances overshadow the script's major flaws. So I in particular, this is a showcase for Tom Holland. He doesn't need the Spider-Man outfit. He doesn't need the flashy special effects. Tom Holland is a great actor. And this film was a showcase for him. Robert Pattinson held his own in this film. I mean, I burst out laughing a few times with him playing the preacher because there were a couple of parts that are just, I mean, you'll see for yourself that it's just way over the top. But I can tell that he was having a good time playing this role. Again, to me, Tom Holland walked away with this movie, personally. So, I mean, I guess I would recommend this to people that really love their dramas. If you're into psychological thrillers, this is definitely up your alley, but just know that it's a very, very slow burn. So it's not one of those that's going to just grip you from the beginning and keep you intrigued. It takes time for you to really get involved and develop the characters, and for you to get involved with all the intertwining stories. It really takes time. So you have to really devote yourself to this I know that a lot of people might turn this on and just turn it off within half an hour because they'll say, oh God, I can't stand this. It's not moving. Where is this going? And they'll probably turn it off. But you have to really commit yourself because it does pick up and it does get better. It is not a perfect film by any means. That's why I keep saying that watch this film for the fantastic performances, because these actors really give 110%, and it's wonderful. It's really wonderful to see them at work. I think Antonio Campos did a really, really nice job directing this film. Netflix originals are very hit and miss for me. I've seen some really good ones, and I've seen some really awful Netflix originals. This one falls in the middle because it's really not going to appeal to everyone's tastes, but it's a good film. It's a good film, but I'm not going to be running back to watch it anytime soon because it's just one of those where the performances really gripped me, but the film itself isn't necessarily something that I'd want to sit through so soon, because it's just a very upsetting, dark film. And during this time, I mean, after watching something like that, I feel like just flipping back to Bill and Ted Face the Music and watching that again, because I need comedy. I need laughs. We all need laughs during this pandemic. But anyway, if you're a fan of psychological thrillers, dramas, give it a chance. I can't give it my highest recommendation, but definitely just give it a chance and see what you're feeling around the hour mark, because you are going to want to wait till Tom Holland comes into the picture, because he makes a significant change in the way the film moves. And I honestly cannot wait to see where this guy's career goes, because he has got a really, really great bunch of films in him. I honestly cannot wait to see where his career goes. So that's my review for The Devil All the Time. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, definitely go ahead and like this and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be reviewing some more theatrical releases as well as some video on demand releases and Blu-rays and 4Ks, because let's face it, there are 10 million Blu-rays and 4Ks coming out with some fantastic restorations of older films. So I've got a list. I'm gonna try and get them all in there, but I'm really gonna give it my all. I'm gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.